Now, feeling better, not only physically, but mentally, medical experts say strength training may help reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. We have with us here today Dr. Alex Maldalfi, a sports medicine physician with Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. To see you again, doctor. How are you?
Yeah, nice to see you again, Natalie. Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk about this possible connection between lifting weights and supporting mental health.
Yeah, I mean, the research is showing that people that are lifting weights are feeling better. They're feeling they're able to combat their depression, their anxiety, and it's probably something to do with some endorphins that are getting released that help with mood regulation. It helps decrease some stress, and also some peptides that are good for your brain health.
So what kind of exercises are we talking about here?
So I think it's important to realize there's strength training and then there's cardiovascular training.
Right.
Strength training, I think, is where we're talking about lifting weights, right? Actually having weights that are resistance, that are producing load, that are providing muscle buildup. I feel like patients are feeling they're better, they're feeling more stronger as they're taking this journey trying to lifting weights. And I think it's also part of the routine that they get into, right? They wake up, they find a way to get into their gym, they're not distracted, they have accountability, and they're able to measure their progress that can help make them feel better.
And maybe if you don't have access to a gym, can you do this maybe at home, buying a few,
Yeah,
dumbbells?
of course. These are things you can do basic at home. Push-ups are one thing. Maybe not everyone can do a push-up.
Right.
Squats, maybe even a plank, or even if you're getting up from a seated position without any help, trying to stand up from a seated position. Anything you can try to do, some plyometrics, even a dumbbell and doing bicep curls are things you can try to pick up and start doing at home.
So we're talking about lifting weights here, the strength training. You mentioned cardiovascular exercise as well, cardio. How does that play a role in mental health? Have you seen anything with that?
Sure, I think it's a mix and it's a combination like everything, right? I think there are days that you should dedicate to strength training, but on some recovery days, I think it's important to add some cardiovascular fitness. I mean, we live in Florida, swimming, taking a brisk walk around, getting a bicycle, those type of things can help add to the benefits of strength training.
Okay, what is your advice, what is your message to people who maybe don't do this every single day, they're kind of new to this world of cardio and strength training? What do they need to know?
I think just get out there, right?
Okay.
Everyone's fighting similar battles, and it's important to try to get out there, do your effort, and if you're met with some difficulties, know that there are people to help you progress, and understand that this can just help build some mental toughness as well for you, and just get out there, have fun, and listen to your body.
And getting outside, we always talk about kids, right? Getting outside, getting off of those iPads, getting off the computers, the phones. Is that the same thing for adults when it comes to those tablets and the smartphones?
I think it's a great mental break. I mean, every day we're bombarded by notifications. I think if you can get to the gym, put your phone away, take the distraction from the notifications away, and just try to be there mentally and see your own goals can really help mature you.
Opening up that app, doing that scrolling, kind of take a break from all of that.
Exactly.
All right, doctor, thank you so much for
Thanks,
being here. Nice
Natalie.
to see you again. If you'd like to watch this interview again, you can head to our website, WPBF.com, or download our free WPBF 25 News app.